4:05 of the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. So they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's pulled in by Brooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there. They think those numbers are going to increase.
the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tuipulotu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm one.
Chargers coming hard, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
First down, here's Mitchell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's Herbert. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Herbert. That pass complete to Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Tuipulotu. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tua going to change the play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. The option to give to Williams here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Broncos send out their punter now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early string. There he goes, right side. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Juwan Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Moore, the man in motion. Tua sets up to pass it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On second down, Tua. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA! Chase Claypool, 66 yards. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the run is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Chargers coming hard, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they are going to take possession here, knocking on the door of the red zone at the 23. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Moore, the man in motion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This ball taken in here by Brooks. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Mark, incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 30 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this one complete again to Mims. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Tolbert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, touchdown!
Jerome Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Henry. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, they grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Tua going to throw. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning Keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's who is going to change things up.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. From down near his goal line here, Herbert.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. But once again, it's Mitchell.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. There were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might run out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Tui Pelotu
Getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
On play action, here's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Tua now on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this call a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right back to Mitchell here.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A give here to Mitchell. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tua now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.